Hey, it's T-minus 2 days, and we are on our way to Cleveland. We are getting into Columbus right now. So it's just me and my beautiful mommy, and we are en route. So stay tuned. Well, it's 10:30, and you hear that sound. It's my luggage behind me. It's missing a wheel. So yeah, we just got into Cleveland, and we're staying at the Holiday Inn in outside of Cleveland, like Wickliffe, Ohio, or something like that. So, just getting ready to check in and get ready for the morning. Got to be up early. Well, not super early. My first appointment's at like 8, something like that. So, we are here. Here's our room. Lovely accommodations, Holiday Inn. Upgraded, probably was 70s, you know. We got the beautiful, like, you can see behind me on this side, everything's reversed. I'm on the camera, yeah. The border is beautiful, very late, early 90s. So, yeah, this is great. This will be our home for, see, until Saturday or Sunday, according to how I'm doing, so. There you have it. Okay, so since this is a journal, I guess I should be like telling you how I feel, dear computer journal. I'm not very nervous about the procedure. I'm pretty cool about it. I'm just ready to get over with. I felt horrible the last probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 days have been really, really bad, and it just makes me want to feel better. And I'm mostly nervous that I'm not going to feel as good as I did before the last surgery, or after the last surgery. I just felt so awesome until the cyst closed back up. So I'm kind of afraid that that's not going to happen again. But, you know, God is in control. I mean, He has showed me so much through all of this. You know, a lot of people have prayed for me to be healed, which I'm completely, you know, I mean, my sister was healed of leukemia, so I completely believe in healing. But I feel like God has showed me so much more through this, and actually going through the storm, than if I would have just been healed. I mean, I don't know, I'm thankful that I've gone through it. I mean, you know, for example, I don't know a penny to the Cleveland Clinic, and I think my bills so far have been like $84,000. So, I mean, that's a miracle, an absolute miracle. And you know, we've been able to talk to people, witness to people, all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I feel like God's just preparing me for stuff later in my life. He's, you know, teaching me things that are going to help me as I go through life. One thing that, well, two things really that God has really spoken to me through all of this I've been thinking about recently is I was actually in North Carolina with some friends, and they their daughter died of leukemia, or not leukemia, cancer, and we were doing a worship thing, and the Lord just began to speak to really all of us, and was just reminded me of Peter when he was in the boat, and you know, God called him out on the waves, and you know, He used the same voice that He did to calm the storm a few chapters earlier. This time He calls Peter out to walk on the storm and make it a pathway to His arms. And so, you know, I'm just learning that sometimes God calms the storm, and sometimes God calls us to walk out and use the storm as a pathway to His arms, and to, you know, stretch our faith, and to teach us to, you know, trust Him more, and to keep our eyes on Him and fix our eyes on Him. And then I think the other thing is the hardest thing about all of this has been my job situation. I've not been able to work, and have just been making a minimal amount of money from doing worship at the church, and so the Lord's just been teaching me that, you know, to trust Him fully. And I think the other thing is I've grown up in church all my life and kind of in the belief that God blesses you for what you do, and which is true, but God also blesses you just for who you are. And my mom's knocking on the door. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm back. But anyway, I've been learning to separate what I do from who I am, and God's just been teaching me that who I am and everything that I should do should flow out of my relationship with Him, not, the other way around. I think sometimes we get so focused on what we're doing that we forget our relationship with God, and if we see something that's not right, it's, I need to do more things. But God has just been teaching me that everything that He loves me for is just who I am and what He's made me to be. And so if I truly want to serve Him and live to the best of my ability, I've got to focus on my relationship with Him and not get caught up in the stuff. So the separation of those two things has been hard, but it's been really, really good for me. So anyway, it's about 11 o'clock, so I'm going to say goodnight, and I will resume in the morning.